Hello, I'm Senator Mary Landrieu, and I'd like to welcome you to our first installment of Mary's Mailbag. Today, I'll try to answer a few questions sent to me by Louisianians over the past few weeks. This week, my office has received lots of mail from Louisianians concerned about jobs, particularly concerning the deepwater drilling moratorium and the closing of Avondale shipyard, and the energy bill currently being debated in Congress. So first, I'll take a question from Rachel in Sulphur. She writes in. She's concerned, she says, that our fishermen and other Louisianians impacted by the oil spill are losing money, unable to pay their bills, and she asked, are we addressing their short-term needs as well as their long-term needs? First of all, it's an excellent question, Rachel, and we have hundreds, if not thousands, of fishermen out of work, either commercial fishermen, recreational fishermen, boat captains. Some of these businesses have only one or two chartered boats. Some have a fleet of 20 or 30, and they've all been affected negatively by this oil spill in the Gulf and now by the moratoria as well. So the answer is yes, we're doing some things. We need to do more. Ken Feinberg has been appointed as an independent administrator. He's not a government administrator. He doesn't work for BP. He basically is an independent administrator, and he is prepared to give out short-term, intermediate, and long-term. Short-term meaning 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, long-term being a couple of years of lost income. He's got $20 billion at his disposal. You can go on a website, which I'll prepare and send to you, to look and see how many claims have been paid. But the answer is yes, he has money to give short-term, intermediate, and long-term help to our farmers, our fishermen, well, and some aqua farmers, fishermen, and others affected by the spill. Now let's go to a question from John in St. Bernard. John writes in, he builds aluminum boats. His business has been suffering. He's concerned that Louisiana businesses like his own, they're capable of building boats, containment boxes, holding tanks. He says they're being passed over for larger national firms. He asks, wouldn't it be fair to say that any business in this area should at least be given a chance to secure that work? Absolutely. And I supported a bipartisan resolution that passed that would urge BP and others involved in the cleanup to utilize local businesses. We saw the same thing, unfortunately, happen after Katrina and Rita, where out-of-state contractors were given the work. So we knew and started immediately to let BP and the federal government know. As chair of the Small Business Committee, I work hard every day to make sure entrepreneurs, John, like you and others, are at the table when work has to get done. Now, it's not being done perfectly, but we're going to continue to press it, and thank you so much for writing in to our office. And finally, Earl in Metairie writes with concern that there are no other naval contracts coming to Avondale shipyard. He mentions that Louisianians have and continue to be great shipbuilders, and he's right. He says, what is the truth to all these reports about Avondale closing and no more contracts being awarded? Well, first of all, I hate to say that it is true that Northrop Grumman has announced that they intend to close Avondale shipyard. And the two ships that our delegation fought so hard to get in the Navy budget, that are still in the Navy budget, that should have been built at Avondale, Northrop Grumman saying they're now going to move those ships to be built at Ingalls in Mississippi. Well, that deal has been announced, but it hasn't been set yet, and we are going to fight that. Our delegation met with Secretary Ray Mabus. We're going to do everything we can to get those last two big ships built at Avondale and give our state an opportunity to find another shipbuilder or to find some other manufacturers to step in to keep not only those 5,000 direct jobs, but the 11,000 jobs, total that are indirect as well. So this is, a big fight we have in our hands. It's not good news. We most certainly didn't expect to hear this now. And we're going to fight hard to see what we can do. So thank you for writing. We'll keep you posted. So I hope that these, the mailbag process that we have here, please send us your letters, your emails. We can't, of course, respond to everyone like this, but we're going to pick out some of those that we think many people are interested in and try to give an update as we can. Thank you so much, and thank you for your support.